Hi, I'm Alex. Last week I made a LinkedIn post that became quite discussed since I was stating that many organizations struggle to transition to the cloud, or in that specific case to cloud ERP. So I want to use this video to get a little bit deeper in the material concerning the reason for that, because the biggest obstacle is described by many as the required effort. And this seems to be quite natural since in numerous cases it's necessary to eliminate legacy processes and adopt best practice standard procedures to go there. So this hurdle seems to be enormous to many. But I want to claim that this isn't the primary reason. Instead, it's the mindset that prevents so many organizations from taking this leap forward. So let's discuss first the reluctance of many organizations to let go of legacy processes. When you ask why these processes are so important, or why they are as they are, the responses often include because of our industry specific needs or because we've always worked like that. Yeah. However, when you dig a little bit deeper, it is often revealed that these legacy processes are actually nothing more than the strategies from 15 years ago implemented with the technology of 15 years ago. So basically those legacy processes are as they are because it was technically the only way it was possible to implement them back in the day. So it's clear that the issue is more about mindset than process. It's about gaining the readiness to embrace a fit to standard approach, which yes, involves disruption, but also entails removing outdated guardrails of the past. And the good news there is that each of us has already undergone a similar disruptive transformation in our private lives. And by this we demonstrate that we are actually much more open to new technologies and capabilities than in our professional lives. And this transformation occurred 15 years ago, and I will illustrate what I mean. This is a mobile phone that I had in 2006. It was a Sony Ericsson, and I really liked it because it boasted an impressive battery life of 1 week. Try to achieve that today. Excellent audio quality during calls, the ability to play MP3s, and you could even make some medium quality photos. So I was completely satisfied with it, because this was the norm for using a mobile phone at the time. And no, I'm unfortunately not Steve Jobs. I did not anticipate another way of using whole capabilities and that something completely new would be around. But that's exactly what happened with smartphones. Just as private individuals, we're receptive to new technologies and explore these new capabilities of smartphones. We had this joy of discovering how these capabilities enabled us to do things we could not do before. This is my analogy. If ECC represents the classic mobile phone, then cloud ERP is akin to the iPhone. And in our personal lives, we eagerly adopted new technologies and explored their potential because, yes, we went via capabilities. We learned about location-based services and integrated them into our lives, like using Google Maps for navigation or Komoot for mountain biking adventure and not getting lost in the woods anymore. Some even explore dating apps like Tinder. So the approach was universal. We went via capabilities, we were open-minded and focused on the outcome. However, in our business lives, we do not act like this. We resist change. Disruptive changes are seen as threat. We demand that new technologies like SAP S/4HANA Cloud mimic the features of the old ones, so we can continue working as before. And in our mobile phone analogy, it is like saying, no, I need a keyboard to work with this mobile phone technology. And who acts like this in his or her private life? Yeah, and says like anything else than having here a keyboard is too disruptive. Nobody. But in business we do. We hang on to our legacy processes and behaviors like it is the only possible way to work. And in our striving to migrate these processes onto new technology, we could also or would also migrate the limitations of the technology in a world where it does not exist. So If we try to migrate old processes into new technology, we will only perpetuate the limitations of the past into a world where they no longer exist and no longer apply. So we must adopt a mindset in our business life that mirrors our approach in our private lives. We have to be open to new capabilities and never taking the old way of working for granted. Otherwise, we risk becoming the odd one with a 20-year-old mobile phone. Consider this. Imagine if we insisted on sticking to the old ways and migrating them to new technology. Remember the keyboard example? It was tried and ultimately failed, disrupted out of the market. It was the BlackBerry. So, going forward, I'll ask anyone who wants to stick to his legacy processes if they would like to exchange their smartphone for that old BlackBerry. I hope you understand my point. To make the case for cloud ERP, we basically must adopt the same mindset like we had back then with the mobile phones. We must assess the unique situations of our organizations and identify how those innovative capabilities can benefit us, and then embrace this new way of working. And those who have already done this, they have taken a significant leap forward. Thank you for listening and have a great day.